Wow, beautiful day. Hello, and welcome to Painless Universal Conversation with myself and Welsh. Today I'll be talking to Moses. Moses suffers from chronic illness, but he's not let that stop him in any way. He's based all the way in Lagos State, Nigeria, and he'll be talking to me about his challenges of living with sickle cell. And what inspires me so much about Moses is that about how he's overcome pain to be where he is today. So many challenges come with living with sickle cell, especially when you live in a country like Nigeria. It comes with those opportunities as well because there's so many people who know about the disease. 1 in 4 person born is either sickle cell trait or full-blown sickle cell. So can imagine how many people will know about it if you talk to them. But still, you can't believe there's still so much stigma around sickle cell. Moses will be discussing that stigma and how he's overcome challenges to become the person he is today. He's a successful entrepreneur doing businesses in everyday life. And he's a guy just really working very hard to live his best life. Meet Moses. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Painless Universal Conversation with myself and Welsh. I have the amazing Moses here, all the way from Lagos State, Nigeria. And he'll be telling me about his challenges of living with sickle cell over in Nigeria and, everything about Moses. Moses, how are you today?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, you just were, before we started recording, you said something about you not just being out of the crisis. What caused that crisis?
Well, sincerely, I would say it's due to stress. Yeah, I've been stressed out of recent, so I think it piled up plus the weather change, so it all contributed to the crisis.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry to hear that, and I hope you don't take it, don't stress out, and just take it one day at a time. Because sometimes a lot of things happen.
exactly.
There's so much, I said to people, there's so much going on in the world right now, and that are really
Yeah,
out of control. We have episodes going on in Nigeria currently. They have episodes with the coronavirus. We have, so many people
yeah,
with their mental challenges, and on top of
yeah,
that, chronic illness. That's very challenging. But please do take it easy.
yeah,
Moses,
definitely.
can you tell us a little bit about yourself? If someone asks, who is Moses? And I'm really fascinated about who is this great gentleman I'm talking to right now?
Moses is well. I'm from Nigeria, yeah, Lagos. I was I was I was bred and brought forth here. All my life I've lived in Lagos. Like my parents, though they are not from Lagos, they are from other parts of Nigeria. Like my dad is from Ogun State, my mom is from Delta region, but yeah, they gave birth to me in Lagos. Well, they both carry the traits AS, and I think due to their time when the sickle cell awareness wasn't too rampant, so I say they were misinformed, and I was born then, and yeah, I am with SS. So I'm sickle strong actually. I'm more than sickle cell. So um, I've been growing up as being not really smooth, but we can only thank the Almighty for keeping me till now because it's been a lot with sickle cell, so much battles, going through school, coming out, and all of that. I had my stops, I have my stop and starts, and all of it. So, all in all, I still strive to be a to be someone in life at the end of the day, to have like a great stand and all of it. I'm still learning every day. I'm an everyday learner. I learn every day. So I learn from different fields, and I don't want to let anything stop me, not even myself, because I know I'm stronger than those. So um I'm I'm a dedicated fellow to whatever work being given to me. Like I just want to keep improving by there, and I also want to see the lives of others in sickle cell warriors and those who does have sickles. I just want to see the world at large a better place to be.
Oh, wonderful. That's what's really, really inspiring. Because you have your own burden you have to deal with, and you're also using that to reach out to others. I think that's so inspiring. If you could remember growing up with sickle cell, what was something challenging? Why would you describe your pain of living with sickle cell?
Uh, can I really describe it because it's seriously it's not been a serious it's not been a very easy one living with sickle cell. Well, for starts describing the pain. Wow, wow. There has been lots of definitions or trying to make it look, in a way that it could be explained. But actually, the way I feel that pain on called sickle cell, it's like it just first of all, it's almost taking my breath away. Like it's like something very extraordinarily heavy is being weighed down me, and all I know at that period of time is pain. That weight on me, like the laden at that time, and not just something weighty is being on me, but that weighty stuff is also having spikes all around it, which is piercing into my body, my flesh, getting down to my bones. Like that's how the pain could be. So it's like a double serious trouble at that time, feeling that kind of pain and piercings and all of that. But sickle cell as a whole, it's not, it's really a serious case study, if I must say. It's a serious case. And though a whole lot of people still, despite the information out there, are still not getting it right, we still need to enlighten them because just seeing a young or even a baby going through pain, it could be traumatizing seriously because I personally know what it's like having that kind of pain.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Um, did you suffer from any challenges like going to school? Has that been a difficult challenge for you along the way?
Yeah, I succeeded in my primary education, school education. That is like just as I get to college or the university, I made a decision of trying to study something else because I initially I've always wanted to study medicine. I don't know the drive for wanting to study medicine though, but instead of me studying medicine, I noticed that medicine was kind of studying me in the process, and because I was always at the hospital being admitted, and I was going through a lot with the doctors, medical treatment, and all of that at the time. So I got to a time that it led to financial drainage, and I had to reconsider taking a different course to study, and even something that won't keep me lasting in university for so long. Because I know medicine could take 7 to 8 years here in Nigeria, but there are other courses. And I fell in love with the computer world. I had to go to a computer training school, and I got some ICT knowledge, some basic knowledge, and people even were calling me guru when I wasn't even anything yet. I was just in the basic stages. So I was like, okay, yeah, I can use computer to save lives because I wanted to use medicine to save lives. I was like, okay, let's go with computer. Let me deal with ICT. So at the period of time when I wanted to get into the university, when I wanted to go for, when I made inquiries to get into the ICT college,
Wow.
I think it was that same day after I made all the inquiries and all, that was when I noticed that there was something wrong with my hips that same day. So it's like there was something building up in my hips. I never knew until that day. And since that day, I was like, I had to really ask questions. What's wrong? Whenever I move my hips or whenever I move my limbs, my legs in particular, I notice there's a kind of crack going down there within my thighs and my thigh bones. And that was where I got to find out that you have a sickle cell complication, a vascular necrosis, which affected my hips, both hips actually. And in days to come, in days that came later, I totally broke down within that period, and everyone was saying you have to hush the school movement for now, your health first, and I had to start dealing with the pain of dealing with health, vascular necrosis, and meanwhile I was still having other crises coming in and out, but the major thing was dealing with my hips and all of that. So yeah, and even till now I'm still dealing with that though, but I still have my education. I still have it ahead of me because I know I still have to get there. I still have to gain that knowledge I've been seeking for and a whole lot more. So I know I'll get there.
So, one of the with me having chronic illness, because I have HBSS as well, and this is what drives my passion to keep doing this and to keep speaking to others. You know,
Yeah.
you have been. I read your bio. You are such an inspiration to others. What led you to start writing the poems and start reaching out and helping other people?
Sickle cell actually brought that driving spirit in writing in me. I never knew I had initially I never knew I had the should I call it a talent or stuff. I never knew I could write, but it got to a point I got to meet others with sickle cell. I got to meet even those who are poetic in nature, and I just saw myself writing actually. There was a certain time I just accepted, yes, I have sickle cell. I need to accept this challenge because initially I never accepted myself. I never accepted sickle cell. But when it got to the time that I had to accept it, I have to then I really accepted all of it, and I had to start, you know, digging deep, digging further, and I found out that I could even write so much. Though I used to give my teachers back then in school, my English teacher in particular, I do give her a lot of problem whenever it comes to writing essays. Like she might tell me, okay, write 300 words. And I just found out I'm writing more than 300 words to her, and she'll be like, see me in my office. I'll be like, not again. So I'll be like, so that was where I discovered that, okay, so I've had this writing thing in me all the while, but sickle cell had really brought it out for me because I started trying to encourage others. Because when I accepted sickle cell, because before accepting it for myself, I was like, I was the only one. I felt like the only one alone in the world dealing with such pain and all of that. But when I accepted it, I had to meet several people online and later in person. And I got to know that, man, there are even worse cases than mine. And had to be a source of encouragement through my letters and all of that. And
Yeah.
it really paid off. It really paid off. It gives me joy to see others, like, they'll be like, oh, the stuff you wrote that day on your wall, it really inspired me. Like, I don't want to commit suicide no more. You've encouraged me, and I'll be like, wow,
Oh,
wow.
that's really good.
That's,
No, that is
yeah,
absolutely fantastic. And I love what you said that there's others, people more, in worse off position than you are. And it's something that one has
yeah,
to bear in mind that, yes, sickle cell is challenging, it's painful, it's very painful. But at the same
yeah,
time, when we're going through a crisis, we shouldn't think about the first thing that comes to our mind is the easy way out of, let me just end this because I can't deal with life. I'm missing out on opportunity.
yeah,
I know we miss out on so many opportunities, but it's always good to always believe that there's light at the end of the tunnel and we could.
definitely. Yeah.
So what do you do to keep well? If you have to advise someone else, you do advise so much. What do you normally do to keep well?
Well, first of all, you just have to believe in yourself.
Mm.
You have to believe in yourself. Like, to keep well, actually, unlike before, I'll be given my doctors will be like, take your routine medication, do this, drink water, eat well, I'll be like, stay away from this, stop playing football. It's not good for your health because we know whenever you play football, we know the next thing is a crisis. And I'll be like, whatever. But when I accepted the acceptance is number one key. acceptance that yes, I have these cells, I have to treat myself different because sickle cell makes me different. So I have to treat myself differently from others.
Mm.
My pace is different from the pace of others. So I have to really relax and take care of myself the way I am. It's not my fault I came to this world this way, but I really have to, it's a challenge I have to deal with. Acceptance is number one. When you accept yourself the way you are, then I think the rest of it all will take care of itself because you start taking your routine medication. You start even digging deep to more about your health. You will always be conscious of the weather. You'll be conscious of taking your liquid, fluid, eating well, and all of that. These are basically the things I do to keep well. So sickle cell seems to have its mind, a mind of its own. It hits anytime when you don't even expect. But
Yeah.
play your own part first. Take care of yourself first. Do what needs to be done first, and the others will fix.
That's so good. So what do you do now in terms of I know you said you're finishing your degree. What else are you doing and what are your hopes for for yourself and for in the future?
Well, so far, for now, there's been a lot going on. So, even financial, like once mentioned, financial drainage. So, and I had a serious loss of recent, loss of property and all of that. So it took a lot from me. It's caused a kind of pause right now. So I'm just taking one day at a time. I'm just taking one at a time, trying to rebuild again with my family so that
Mhm.
I can head for my targets and all of that. I really have a lot to that I aim actually, but for now I'm taking things slow because things are a bit paused and slow at the moment. But the main thing is to keep alive, stay alive. I'm just doing all of that for now so that I know that tomorrow I'll get to my targets and aims when everything fixes. So when I actually I work in a mission, like a Jewish mission. It's a church, but we call it a mission. So I, not to just stay idle and all of that, I actually give out my all there, like my skills and all of that, my knowledge. I help in there. I'm the secretary over there, so I just use my time there.
Wow, that's so good.
And I also do volunteering for some NGOs when it comes to sickle cell volunteering. I'm dedicated one with that also. When it's time to volunteer, I put on my vest and let's go, let's go, let's go.
Wow, this is amazing, Moses. I'm really delighted to spend time with you this afternoon, morning,
Yeah,
because you really was able to break down the challenges and issues with yourself, and especially dealing with sickle cell and how you've managed to overcome it. By staying positive and believing that you're not the only one going through these challenges, and also you use
yeah.
your voice to help others as well. I applaud you for that, and I wish you the best. You do what you.
Thank you, thank you so much.
Thank you.